Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life. That is New York City. I'm in New Jersey. Let me tell you what nobody will tell you about coming to New York City. I've been watching this YouTuber that is based out of New York City over there, and he's been trying to tell me, he's like the one you watch when you're going to New York City for the first time, except for this guy has no idea what he's talking about. I've been watching this guy's videos for like a month now. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, now I've been watching this guy's videos for a month, so I'm ready for New York City. I think I've been watching his videos for like 3 months now. You know, he like top 10 things to know before you go to New York City. He's like, well, you're gonna get scammed. Watch out for the scam, and you have to ride the railroads and whatever the crap, right? So I've been watching this guy now for like 3 months, probably. I don't know how long. Videos about what to do, what to know when you're going to New York City. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty much prepared. I've been watching this guy's videos. I feel like I'm ready for this challenge. Okay, let me tell you, like, I don't know, 5 things you need to know before you go to New York City. Number 1, you cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. So if you're driving into New York City, you might want to get gas in New Jersey. You cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. So here's my story. I pull up at night to it's actually it's gonna be on YouTube. There's a video about this, by the way. That's how Core's channel is. What other channel? So I pull up to New Jersey to a gas station to refill $20 in gas because I feel like I need that much more. So when I get to the gas station, there's an attendant there. Now, nobody told me that you cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. I might have heard it in the past, but I forgot it. So I pull up to the gas station, and this guy's like there waiting for me to pump my gas, and I'm like, no, I'm cool, bro. I got this. And the guy like gets mad at me. He's like, oh, Papi, oh, you don't need me. Okay, you don't need me. I go home now. And the guy walked away mad, like kicked the bucket on the ground. And I'm sitting there like, okay, this guy's going to send some goons to come get me. I'm pretty sure. So he gets on his phone, and sure enough, he's on the phone like, oh, okay, we got Papi over here. He said he don't need me, so I go home. You want to, he's like, he's on the phone, I'm like, oh, okay, this is not good. So yes, the number 1 thing you need to know is you cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. You have to use their attendant guy, and you have to give them your credit card. Like, he's not even allowed, I guess he grabbed my credit, he wanted to grab my credit card. I was like, oh, papi, no, conmigo no. So yes, number 1 is you cannot pump your own gas in New Jersey. You guys, shame on you guys, my subscribers, knowing that I was going to come up here and nobody told me that. Number 2 is if you accidentally driving in New York City, like Siri, my phone, I was in New Jersey, way over here. For some reason that I can't explain, Siri made me drive into, you guessed it, New York City. Yeah, and it was $16 driving to New York City. You are going to be the whole way up here, okay? The whole way up. I don't even, there's a lot of tolls. There's tolls on Interstate 95. There's tolls everywhere. You have to pay to park. You have to pay to fart, okay? So, number 2 is tolls everywhere. There's tolls, $16 to go into New York. And then there's tolls you don't know about. Number 3, thankfully I did find out about this one, is if you're speeding, they have speed cameras. In other words, you'll get some tickets in the mail after your New York visit because on the way here, there's cameras everywhere that are speeding cameras. In other words, if you drive too fast in New York City or surrounding areas, they'll send you a ticket in the mail. So when I get back to Florida, we'll find out how many tickets I got in the mail. Number 3, there's nowhere to park. And I mean nowhere, I mean like nowhere to park. So if you bring a car, it's pretty much pointless. But you kind of, I mean, I'm used to having a car, so whatever, I bought a car. There's nowhere to park. So make sure your hotel has parking nearby. Like, I paid extra money to be in New Jersey, which was great because it literally took me 7 minutes to go from New Jersey to New York City by accident. So get a hotel like you know, with a really adjacent area that has parking garages. And from your hotel you can walk to the dining and the stuff you're going to do, because there's literally nowhere to park. Number 4, it's actually pretty safe. Now, I've heard horror stories about how unsafe it is and all that. It's probably in the 70s or 80s or something like that. It seems pretty safe. There's a few areas that are sketchy, but if you use common sense, you'll probably be okay. Just be alert to your senses. Number 5, this one really caught me off guard. You know, if you've met people from New York, they're rude city people. The ones you meet in Florida and wherever else from New York, those are the really snobby people. The people here are actually pretty friendly, and if they know you're out of town, they're actually pretty helpful. So number 5 is people are actually a lot friendlier than what you're told. Now, I do run into people who, like when I was at the New Jersey service station, they just threw my sandwich together however they wanted. And I was like, no, you're going to build it the way I want. And the lady got mad, and she made me look like, she's like, so you going to make me look like a jerk? Nah, I'm going to make you look like a jerk. And she actually tried to make me look like a jerk in front of everybody that was at the service station in New Jersey, because she grabbed my sandwich, and she was on the phone while working, so she didn't even want to take, like, my order. She just started building my sandwich, and I was like, yo, this is the way I want my sandwich. Like, I'm paying for this, you know? And you wait in a long line to get the sandwich, and the lady was super rude. And then when I was like, yo, I gave the sandwich back to her, and I said, that's not the way I want it. Then she threw a whole fit, like, so you gonna tell me how to do my job now? And then she did a whole thing, and like tried to like made a spectacle and like make me look like a jerk in front of everybody. So yes, that did happen to me at the service station in New Jersey, and at the restaurant. I didn't know where you were supposed to get in line, because it's like really crap, like it's packed. So I was like, okay. So I walked up to the front where you were. I thought it was the front, and the guy's like, you can't be in here without a mask, whatever. The guy got all freaked out. I was like, yo, I want to sit outside. So you got to wait outside. So I waited, and like 4 people that were in line after me, they sat them down before us. And I felt that the reason he did it was because he didn't like the fact that I went in, but I didn't know it. I wasn't trying to be rude or rush them. So it seems like the people here, a lot of them, like if you try to rush them, or like you try to tell them like they're doing something they're not supposed to, by the way, they're not being professional or they're not being helpful. If you try to tell them like what's up, they get really offended, and they try to make it look like you're the jerk. You know what I mean? So I had that happen already twice, so I guess that's a thing here. And then I guess overall, but most people are really friendly, and I'm way too distrustful of people and all that, but most people were friendly and all that. So there you go, 5 things you need to know about New York City, real things you'll encounter. Overall, it's an experience, and I will make some videos on tips to make this easier for you if you come here in the future, because the guy that lives in New York has no idea what it's like to be an outsider coming to the city. I love his videos and everything, but they're very unhelpful when I actually came here. So that's my video. Hope you guys like it. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We're out.